Hello everyone. In this video, you will be learning the reproduction in fungi. Starting with the reproduction in fungi. We all know that different fungi reproduces in different ways. Many fungi reproduces both sexually and asexually. However, some reproduces only sexually and some only by asexual method. The asexual reproduction involves just one parent and the sexual reproduction involves two parents. Perfect fungi reproduces both sexually and asexually, while imperfect fungi reproduces only asexually, that is only by mitosis. In both sexual and asexual reproduction, fungi produces spores that disperse from the parent organisms by either floating on the wind or hitching a ride on an animal. The fungal spores are smaller and lighter than the plant seeds. So, they can be dispersed and released and increase their livelihood of landing in the environment that will support growth. Let us talk about the types of asexual reproduction in fungi. The importance of asexual reproduction in fungal life histories is great and is reflected in the diversity of its form. All groups of fungi possess a asexual reproduction and carry it out within the limits of their genetic makeup. So, let us study the types of asexual reproduction. The first method is by fission, and the second method is by budding, and the third one is by fragmentation, and the last one is by asexual means of spore formation. We will start with the first type of asexual reproduction, that is fission. In fission, a mature cell elongates and its nucleus divides into two daughter nuclei. Later, the daughter nuclei separates, cleaves the cytoplasm centripetally in the middle till it divides the parent protoplasm into two daughter protoplasm. Later, a double cross wall is deposited in the middle to form two daughter cells. Ultimately, the middle layer of the double cross wall degenerate and the daughter cells are separated. Example, Saccharomyces. Let us all move to the second type of asexual reproduction, budding. The cell wall bulges out and softens in the areas probably by certain enzymes brought by the vesicles. The protoplasm also bulges out in this region as a small protuberance. The parent nucleus also divides into two. One of the daughter nuclei migrates into bud. The cytoplasm of the bud and the mother remain continuous for some time. As the bud enlarges, a septate is laid down at the joining of the bud with mother cells. Then the bud separates and leads the independent life. Sometimes bud starts reproducing while still attached with the mother cells. This gives the branching appearance. Budding is a typical reproductive characters of Ascomycetes. Example, yeast. Let us see the third type of asexual reproduction, that is fragmentation. Fragmentation is also called as splitting of hyphae or disjoining of hyphae. The splitting may or may not be intentional. It may occur due to man-made or natural damage or by the environment or by the predators. The hyphae obtain their food and nutrients from the body of other organisms or from the soil to grow and fertilize. Then a piece of hyphae break off and grow into a new individual and the cycle continues. Let us see the last asexual reproduction of fungi by spore formation. Spore formation is the characteristic feature of fungi. Different fungi forms different types of spores. There are 5 types of asexual spore formation. The first one is sporangiophore formation. These asexual spores are produced in a sac-like structure called sporangia. Sporangiums are produced at the end of a special aerial hyphae called sporangiophore. Sporangium contains large number of haploid spores which are released by rupture of sporangial wall. Example, Rhizopus. The second type of asexual spore formation is by conidiospore. Conidiospores or a conidia are the single-celled, bi-celled or multi-celled structure born on the tip or the sides of the aerial hyphae structures called conidiophore. Conidia are different from sporangiophore as these are not produced inside sporangium or any sac-like structure. Conidia are born singly or in chain. Example, Penicillium aspergillus. The third type of asexual spore formation is by arthrospores. Arthrospores are very primitive type of spore formation by the breaking up of fungal mycelium. A spore is formed by separation followed by fragmentation of hyphae. The fourth type of asexual spore formation is by chlamydospores. These are usually formed during unfavorable condition and are thick-walled single cell spores which are highly resistant to adverse condition. Here the hyphal cell or the portion of the hypha contracts, loses the water, rounds up and develop into a thick-walled chlamydospores. When favorable condition returns, each chlamydophores give rise to a new individual fungi. The last type of asexual reproduction is by blastospores. It is a budding spores usually formed at the terminal end of the hyphae. These spores may remain attached to the hyphae and the bud further to give branching chains of blastospores. Example, ascomycetes, bestiomycetes, zygomycetes. So far, we have seen the asexual reproduction in fungi. Now, we will move to the sexual reproduction in fungi. In the life cycle of fungi, the sexual reproduction is carried out by the diffusion of compatible nuclei from two parents at a definite state. The sexual reproduction of fungi involves 3 phases, namely plasmogamy, karyogamy and meiosis. In the first phase of the plasmogamy, there is a fusion of 2 protoplasm that brings together 2 compatible nuclei within the same cell. This pair of nuclei is called as dikaryon. That is, resulting cells become binucleated. Thus, there is a fusion of 2 haploid cells without nuclear fusion. In case of lower fungi, plasmogamy is almost immediately followed by karyogamy. But in higher fungi, these 2 processes may be separated at times. Karyogamy is nothing but the fusion of 2 nuclei to form a diploid nucleus. The dikaryon divides mitotically as usual along with the simultaneous division of cytoplasm. This results in the establishment of septate. This phase of life cycle is called dikaryotic phase. After the dikaryotic phase, the 2 nuclei of the dikaryon fuse to form a diploid zygote. Zygote is the only diploid phase in the life cycle of fungi. Zygote immediately undergoes reduction division to produce meiospores. After karyogamy, reduction division takes place in the diploid nucleus and thus and haploid stage is established. Let's see the various methods by which compatible nuclei are brought together in plasmogamy. Some are listed here. The first one is by gametic copulation. Second one by gametangial copulation. Third, gametangial copulation. Next is somatic copulation. And the last one is by spermatization. Let us see one of the method of plasmogamy, that is gametic copulation. Gametic copulation may take place by one of these three below mentioned methods. They are isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. In lower fungi, sexual reproduction takes place by fusion of male and female gametes. If the fusion of male and female gametes are morphologically similar, they are said to be isogamy. If the fusion of male and female gametes may be morphologically dissimilar, it is said to be anisogamy. Oogamy is a form of anisogamy in which female gamete egg is larger than the non-motile male gamete. Let us see the another method of plasmogamy, that is gametangial copulation. Here the male and female gametes come into contact but do not fuse. A fertilization tube formed from where male gametangium enters the female gametangium and the male gametes pass through this tube. Let us see another method of plasmogamy, that is by gametangial copulation. Gametangial copulation is characterized by fusion of an entire content of two contacting gametangia. Such fusion may take place by one of the two ways. The first way is by passage of the content of one gametangium into the other through a pore developed in the gametangial wall at the point of contact. This method is typical of some holocarpic forms in which the entire thallus acts as a gametangium. The male thallus attaching itself to and emptying its entire content into the female thallus. The second type of fusion may be by direct fusion of two gametangial cells into one. This takes place by the dissolution of the contacting walls of two gametangia, resulting in a common cells in which the two protoplasm mix. The next method of plasmogamy is by somatic copulation. It is also known as somatogamy. In this process, fusion of somatic cells may occur. This sexual fusion of undifferentiated vegetative cells results in dikaryotic hyphae. The next method of plasmogamy is by spermatization. Some fungi bears numerous, minute, uninucleated, spore-like male structure termed spermatia that are produced in various ways. The spermatia are carried by insects, wind, water or by some way to the female gametangia or to the special receptive hyphae or even to the somatic hyphae, to which they become attached. A pore developed at the point of contact and the contact of spermatium passes into a particular receptive structure that serves as a female organ. As a result of sexual reproduction, sexual spores are produced. Sexual spores are fewer in number than asexual spores. There are four types of sexual spores. The first one is ascospores. It is usually single cell produced in a sac called ascus, and usually there are 4 to 8 ascospores in an ascus, but the number may vary from species to species. The ascospores are usually arranged in a linear order. In some cases, ascospores are long, narrow and are arranged in parallel order. The second type of spores is by basidiospores. It is a reproductive spores produced by basidiomycetes. The single-celled spores are born in a club-shaped structure called basidium. These basidiospores serve as a main air dispersal unit for fungi. The third type of sexual spore is by zygospore. The zygospores are thick-walled spores formed when two sexual compatible hyphae or gametangia of certain fungi fuse together. In suitable condition, zygospores germinate to produce a single vertical hyphae which forms a sporangium and release its spores. The last type of sexual spores of fungi is oospore. They are formed within a special female structure called oogonium. Fertilization of egg by the male gamete in the female sex organ gives rise to this oospores. There are one or more oospores in each oogonium. So far, we have studied the sexual and asexual reproduction in fungi. In the next class, we will be studying the structure of pythium. Thank you.
Want to know more about these topics? Please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe our channel.